So in my last video, we talked about Ganyu and why so many people recommend her for free-to-play players or new players that are just joining the game of Genshin Impact. Now this was based off of a poll I did on my channel, and ironically enough, in that same poll, Shenhe, which I believe that's how you pronounce her name correctly, was voted the least. Now, that is definitely understandable because Shenhe has not been tested. We do not know what she is capable of in-game, but moreover than that, people are skeptical because of her being a support character and a niche one at that. Now, all of these things are true, and by no means am I here to try and convince or sway anyone to pull for Shenhe, because that would be, in my opinion, simply irresponsible. But I did want to highlight something that I found to be very intriguing when it comes to her, and you might find it a bit intriguing as well. Now, what we are going to talk about today will contain spoilers on Shenhe's abilities, so if you do not want to be spoiled, I would advise clicking off of this video, which, by the way, 2.4 live stream should be happening this weekend as of this recording, so we should be receiving some information then, so you won't have to wait too long, fortunately. Now, for those of you that have stuck around, we'll be talking about Shenhe's elemental skill mainly, but I do want to preface it by saying that there are some things that I am still a little unsure of, admittedly. So if you have confirmation on these things, I would love to see you comment that down below. And if you do enjoy the video today, make sure to hit the like button, as every like helps tremendously. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Now, why do I want to highlight and talk about Shenhe's elemental skill? Well, when I looked more in depth on it, I noticed some massive potential that could be lying within it, and thought it would be interesting to discuss with you all. From what I am seeing on paper, Shenhe's skill, if I am understanding it properly, has the potential to be a literal nuke for specific characters, and that is where that nicheness comes from. Now, with that being said, let's break down what the elemental skill is doing first, so that way you have a full understanding of what is going on, and then we will go into why it has some nuking potential. So the elemental skill has a press and a hold feature. The press is going to dash Shenhe forward, dealing cryo damage to opponents along the path. The hold is going to deal AoE cryo damage. Furthermore, it provides nearby party members the icy quill effect that deals cryo damage based on whether it is pressed or held. Now afterwards, if you do anything, whether it be a normal attack, charge, elemental skill, or burst, and it deals cryo damage to the opponents, there's that nicheness coming into play again, then the damage dealt will increase based on Shenhe's current attack. Keep that in mind because we will be circling back to that here in just a second. Now, the icy quill effects will be cleared once its duration ends or after being triggered a certain number of times. Now, if you hold the skill rather than press, the damage is greater and it can be triggered more times. Now, when one cryo damage instance strikes multiple opponents, think Ganyu's double charge shot or Ayaka's burst as examples, the effects are triggered multiple times based on the number of opponents hit. Now, if you press the elemental skill, you will have 5 stacks to consume. If you hold, you will have 7. Meaning, if you double charge shot with Ganyu and it hits multiple enemies, it has the potential to consume all the stacks at once. And that goes the same for Ayaka if you use her ult or elemental skill or anything of that nature. Now, I know some people hate this feature because once you consume the stacks, you have to wait until you can use the elemental skill again to be able to get the stacks back, which is understandable. But let's try and look at it in a different way or in a different lens. Now, at talent level 10, the damage bonus you receive from the icy quill effect is 82%. Now, this is where I could use some help in the comments down below from you guys for either clarification or confirmation or both. The 82%, I am understanding that as per stack. So let's say we utilize the hold feature of the elemental skill and we get 7 stacks. I am understanding that as 82% per stack, so that would be 82% times 7 is how I'm understanding it. Once again, if I am incorrect or if I'm misinterpreting, let me know in the comments down below, especially if you have confirmation on that. But that's how I'm seeing it. Now, also, it is stating that the damage dealt is based off of Shenhe's current attack. So I'm understanding that as what Shenhe's current attack at the time of doing the elemental skill. Now, if that is the case, and you can boost Shenhe's attack prior to doing the elemental skill, basically snapshotting, we get the 7 stacks, each being 82% of Shenhe's current attack, and then we double charge shot into multiple enemies and hit them all. Arguably, you wipe them all out in one massive shot. You basically nuke the entire field with one big shot. And that's how I'm seeing it. That's how I'm interpreting it. That is not taking into account, of course, all the other buffering that you can do with, let's say, for example, Bennett's ult, a Wolf Gravestone passive proc, and whatever else that you can think of. Now, keep in mind, I didn't even factor in Shenhe's elemental burst, which decreases the cryo resistance, and her passive abilities, which you can factor in as well. If you factor all of those things that we spoke about, coupled with the elemental burst and her passive abilities, I just don't see anything living after the fact, if done properly and with the right setup. Now, once again, if I am missing something, or once again, if I am misinterpreting, please let me know in the comments down below, as I am not perfect and I make mistakes all the time. Now, once again, this video was not meant to convince anyone to pull for Shenhe. On the contrary, if anything, it just showed how niche her supporting capabilities are, and being in the same patch with the likes of Ganyu, I could not in good conscience advise pulling her over some other characters. At the same time, I really like this character, and I know some other individuals do as well and are excited for her to drop in the game. I want to be more positive and see the good in these characters and what they bring to the table. Every character in the game of Genshin Impact can be viable in one way or another. Some are better than others in their respective roles, of course, and each character has a uniqueness that draws a following and has you want to main them no matter what others' opinions may be of said character. With that being said, I am going to get on out of here. I truly hope you enjoyed the content today, and I cannot wait to go into further discussions with you guys in the comments below. Once again, as long as you're respective and you're giving constructive criticism and you're adding to the conversation, that's all that really matters to me. I appreciate you guys. I love each and every one of you. And I also wanted to quickly mention, for the 2.4 live stream, if it is indeed happening on Sunday, which I believe it is, I may or may not be able to go live for that. I may be out of town, and I may be out of town for a couple of days. So I'm hoping to have some videos up on the channel, so that way you guys don't miss me too much. I will definitely be missing each and every one of you. I hope you all have a happy holiday and you get to spend it with your friends and family, which is the most important thing in this world. And I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. And I will see you guys in the next one. My name is Cody, and I am out. Bye, guys. Have a great day.